All right, let's say you're about to buy something online, that new phone you've been wanting, right?
Right.
Have you ever thought about how it got there, to that shopping cart?
Yeah, I mean, it's a long journey from like raw materials to getting to you.
Exactly. All the steps, the sourcing, the making, the shipping, it's a lot.
Uh-huh.
And all that, that's procurement.
It's the invisible engine behind so much of what we use every day. And it's getting a huge tech upgrade thanks to AI. I mean, think about AI analyzing thousands of contracts, catching those hidden clauses that could save a company millions. That's real strategic power.
It's like giving procurement pros X-ray vision for their entire supply chain.
Exactly. Or even preventing problems before they happen, like foreseeing a supply chain disruption. That's the potential here.
Wow. But let's start with the basics. Quigist mentions that a huge chunk, like 50–80% of current procurement work, could be automated using AI. That's massive.
It really is. Think about the time spent on invoices, reports, chasing down approvals. AI can handle all that, freeing up people for more important stuff.
So building those relationships, negotiating better deals,
Right.
it's about redefining these jobs, not replacing them.
Absolutely. Letting AI do what it does best so humans can, well, be more human.
Right. But let's be real, there are some big challenges facing procurement today. Global supply chains, geopolitics, inflation.
Yeah, think about a couple of years ago, that Suez Canal blockage. One event, and it throws everything into chaos. Delays, shortages, costs go up. It's a perfect illustration.
That was a major wake-up call. It became about more than just cost, but making sure things run smoothly, managing risk.
Exactly. And then you've got sustainability. Consumers are way more aware these days, putting pressure on companies to be ethical.
It's a lot to handle,
Hmm.
but also creates a huge opportunity for AI to come in and help.
Exactly. And that's where Quigist and their software come in.
They're like the procurement superheroes coming in to save the day.
That's a great way to put it. And they've got the tools for it. Their head of procurement solutions, Jose Fonseca, called their software a Swiss Army knife for assets. They've automated the boring stuff.
Love that.
Mm.
So what can this Swiss Army knife do? Give us the rundown.
One thing is their focus on budget control and transparency. They give you a really detailed view of your spending, so important these days.
Especially with inflation making everything more expensive, yeah.
Exactly. And then they've streamlined the approval process, which we all know can be a nightmare sometimes.
Oof, approvals, don't get me started. Anything to make that easier is a win.
Right. Their software makes it faster and more transparent, which helps everyone.
Oh.
But it doesn't stop there. They've also got very detailed vendor profiles and performance tracking.
So you can really drill down and find the best vendors for what you need.
Exactly. And their asset management is impressive too. They've got different modules for different asset types like equipment, vehicles, those are obvious. But then software licenses too, even natural resources. It's very thorough.
It's like a personalized toolkit for everything you need to manage. So what about those moments, like when your computer crashes or the copier jams up right before a big meeting?
Downtime, right. Yeah, they actually incorporate predictive maintenance. Imagine knowing a software license is about to expire or a piece of equipment needs service before it causes problems.
That's amazing. No more scrambling or surprise costs. It's like having a crystal ball. And speaking of game changers, we've mentioned AI, but Quigist is really into generative AI. For those who don't know, can you explain why that's a big deal and how they're using it?
Sure. Generative AI. Think of it like the creative side of AI. Not just analyzing data, but using it to actually create things. In procurement, that means automating tasks that used to need human creativity.
Okay, so give us some examples. How is this actually showing up in their software?
Well, they're chatbots, for one, and these aren't basic ones. They're sophisticated AI assistants, handling complex questions from vendors and internal people, too.
So like a 24/7 assistant who always has the right answer. No more endless email chains.
Exactly. Or imagine you've got a stack of contracts to go through, looking for specific clauses, risks. It takes forever.
Tell me about it. I've lost hours of my life to that.
Well, Quidgist has QuidScan. It uses natural language processing to do that for you instantly. Contracts, proposals, whatever it is, scans and extracts the data in seconds.
That's wild. So lawyers better watch out, right?
Right.
Just kidding. But seriously, what if QuidScan finds something iffy in a contract?
That's the cool part. It doesn't just extract, it highlights potential risks for a human to look at. So it's enhancing human judgment, not replacing it.
Okay, this is going way beyond just automation. It's giving people superpowers, like we said. What else can Quigist do?
They can even generate those essential procurement documents like terms of requirements, evaluation grids. That stuff is key for fair processes, and now it can be done automatically, Less room for error, too.
So it's faster, but also better, more consistent. This is really impressive.
It is, and then there's data analytics. They use generative AI to go through tons of data, vendor performance, pricing, risks. It's like an early warning system, finding problems or cost savings before they even happen.
A crystal ball for your supply chain, that's powerful.
It really is. It changes everything about how procurement works. But with all this tech, we can't forget the human side. Quigis quotes Mary Barra, the CEO of General Motors, saying, "Our suppliers aren't just companies we do business with, they're our partners in innovation."
So true. Tech is a tool, but it's people who make it work.
How do you think human expertise fits into this new world?
Yeah.
It really is about the teamwork, right? But instead of just people, it's humans and AI working together. Let the tech handle the routine stuff, the repetitive tasks, so procurement professionals can focus on the big picture.
Strategy, innovation, relationships, yeah.
Mm.
But it does make you think, what skills are going to be most important for these professionals in the future?
That's the big question. I think data literacy is essential, no question. You've got to be able to understand the data, interpret it, get those insights.
Especially with AI creating even more data than ever, right?
Exactly. But it's not just about the numbers either. Communication is just as vital. Procurement professionals, they're the link between their company and the suppliers.
So being able to build those relationships, negotiate those deals, that all comes down to communication.
Right, you've got to be a strategic thinker, problem solver, and a great communicator all at once.
That's a lot to handle.
It is, but that's what makes it exciting. Procurement is changing so fast, there's always something new to learn.
It's a call to action. For all you procurement pros, embrace the learning, stay curious.
Absolutely. It's a field full of opportunities if you're willing to adapt and grow with the technology.